Hi there! Ever thought about living underwater? It's super fun! I live in Bikini Bottom, the best place under the sea. We have everything here. Pineapple houses, jellyfish fields, even a talking boat. The first thing you'll notice are the bubbles. They're everywhere. And the coral, it's so bright and colorful. Plus, everyone travels by bubble. It's like riding in your own tiny car. My neighbor is SpongeBob SquarePants. He's yellow and porous, and he lives in a pineapple under the sea. SpongeBob is one of the friendliest and most optimistic sea creatures you'll ever meet. He loves to laugh and make others laugh too. His infectious giggle can brighten anyone's day, no matter how gloomy it might be. SpongeBob works at the Krusty Krab, the best restaurant in Bikini Bottom. It's a popular spot where sea creatures from all around come to enjoy the famous Krabby Patties. SpongeBob is always getting into silly situations, but he always means well. Whether he's jellyfishing with his best friend Patrick or trying to get his boating license, his adventures are always full of fun and laughter. Mr. Krabs owns the Krusty Krab. He's a shrewd businessman with a keen eye for profit. He loves two things, money and his daughter Pearl. Pearl is a teenage whale with a big heart and even bigger dreams. Mr. Krabs is a little grumpy, but he makes the best Krabby Patties in the sea. His secret recipe is a closely guarded secret known only to him. He's always chasing after a quick buck. Despite his obsession with money, Mr. Krabs has a soft spot for SpongeBob and considers him part of the family. There's always something fun to do in Bikini Bottom. This underwater city is bustling with activities and adventures that cater to everyone. Whether you're a resident or just visiting, you'll never run out of things to do. We can go jellyfishing in jellyfish fields. It's a popular pastime here, and the fields are filled with beautiful, glowing jellyfish. Just be careful not to get stung. Or, we can watch a show at the Reef Cinema. They have the latest underwater blockbusters, and even some classic films. It's a great place to relax and enjoy a movie with friends. My favorite thing to do is visit Sandy Cheeks, the squirrel from Texas. She's a brilliant scientist and an expert in karate. Her tree dome is a fascinating place filled with all sorts of interesting gadgets and experiments. She lives in a giant tree dome underwater. It's an amazing structure that allows her to live comfortably in Bikini Bottom while still having a piece of her home on land. Sometimes we go boating with Mrs. Puff, SpongeBob's boating teacher. Boating school is a fun and educational experience, even if SpongeBob has a bit of trouble passing his driving test. She's a pufferfish and she gets scared easily, but she's very kind and patient, always trying her best to help her students succeed. If you're lucky, you might even see Squidward Tentacles playing his clarinet. He practices a lot and dreams of becoming a famous musician. He's not very good though, but his passion for music is undeniable and it's always entertaining to watch him perform. So, come on down to Bikini Bottom and join in the fun. Section 4. Dangers of the Deep. Watch out for plankton. Bikini Bottom is a lot of fun, but there are a few dangers. Like plankton, this tiny green creature may look harmless, but don't be fooled. Plankton is always scheming and plotting to steal the secret Krabby Patty formula. He's a tiny green creature who wants to steal the secret Krabby Patty formula. Plankton runs the Chum Bucket, a less popular restaurant in Bikini Bottom, and he's always trying to outdo the Krusty Krab. He's always coming up with crazy plans, but he never succeeds. From disguises to robots, Plankton's attempts are endless, but SpongeBob and his friends always manage to thwart his plans. And then there are the giant clams. These enormous creatures live in the kelp mines, a mysterious and somewhat dangerous part of Bikini Bottom. They live in the kelp mines and they love to eat Krabby Patties. These clams are always on the lookout for a tasty snack, and a Krabby Patty is their favorite treat. But don't worry, SpongeBob and I are always here to save the day. Whether it's stopping Plankton's latest scheme or rescuing a Krabby Patty from a giant clam, we make sure Bikini Bottom stays safe and fun for everyone. So next time you're in Bikini Bottom, keep an eye out for these dangers. But also remember that adventure and excitement are just around the corner. Section 5. Bikini Bottom, the perfect place to call home. Living in Bikini Bottom is a blast. Sure, it can be a little crazy sometimes, but that's what makes it so much fun. We have the best neighbors, the coolest places to hang out, and the most exciting adventures. So what are you waiting for? Come on down to Bikini Bottom. The water's fine and the Krabby Patties are even better.